Hey guys, this is Hein and today I will do my very first Megaminx critique video. Today I will critique Arnav Adani with his 57.87 second solve. The structure of this video will work as follows. I will first show his solution for each step, like the star, and show a better way of doing it as well as how he could have done it in his own solve. The notation for his solution for each step is down in the description. Here's my way of notating it for the people wondering. Now, let's get started.
Seconds.
So here's the scramble, and here you'll see whether it's his solution or my solution. Just remember, his solution is in the description. So first of all, you saw that white, blue and white, yellow can be easily inserted from each other. But then you did something weird. I think you thought this was red or you thought this was purple. Because you did this and you realigned it and you saw that, wait, this isn't correct. Then you undid those moves, inserted the green correctly, and then inserted the purple. And then lastly, for red, you did the most efficient way to insert it, like that. And so, just remember, please plan a little bit more in your inspection, because when you make a star mistake, you really panic. It's not a good thing to do, so be sure to plan your entire star or at least 4 pieces properly. So your star solution was 50 moves. A better way you could have done it is like this, which is only 10 moves. Same with what you did, you insert that. But instead of doing that what you did, you could have just inserted this red here, like that, and then insert the green, and then end off with that, with the purple. So that's only 10 moves in total. So from this point on, the first pair that I would have done is this one, but for some reason you didn't see that. So what you did was you did a cream to another one, and then you paired these two, and then you insert it here. So just improve your look at it a little bit more, because that would have been a really quicker solution if you just saw the pair instantly. So a better solution, in my opinion, would have been first to do this pair, because you can insert here, but I'm going to show you a better way to do the pair that you did, just so that you can understand. So pair them up like this, rotate, and insert it here, like that. And that's a very easy way, because instead of rotating, bringing this pair all the way here, rotating, you could really just do an F prime, because now the star piece is here, and then do it like normal. Insert it and then undo, like that. So the next pair you saw was this one, and you had a really decent solution actually. You did this, and insert it like here, which is actually quite a good solution. But then you did another U. I don't know why, because after you did the U, you rotated a lot. So yeah. So for this pair, instead of doing the U2 that you did, you could have just paired them like this. Then put it into the back like that. So that would only require 1 rotation instead of the 3 rotations that you did. So that can also be inserted very quickly. So you rotate it, and you saw this pair. And you paired it up like this. Like that. The next pair you did this one, but you did it very inefficiently. You first took both of them in the top layer and then paired them. It's a much easier way you could have done this, because in a normal 3x3, when you have a corner in the bottom facing towards you and these 2 colors aren't the same, then you have to put it at the back to pair them up like that. But with Megaminx, it's the same concept, but instead of it being at the top, because there isn't a top side, it has to be on the top left. So what you do is you set it up like that and insert. which is much quicker than the way you did it. Now there's only 2 more F2Ls pairs you have to do, and the first one you saw was this one, which was a decent solution. And then you did this one, also a very decent solution. So the way you did it was the most efficient, because if I were to do this pair first, then this corner would have ended up somewhere here. So yes, the way you did it was the best way of doing it, like that. So that's the best way you could have done it. So from here on, you did a very nice solution for your first 2 yellow star pieces. You did this, and then you rotate it, and did this. So one thing that I will say though, is instead of just immediately always having to insert this piece and this piece, you could have done this piece and then inserted it way at the back, which would have been really easy, but instead you first did this. So I don't know if you always go for the star first, but in general, you don't have to always go for the star first. You can first do an F2L pair and then insert the star. It's the same thing, but the problem with your solution is after you did this piece, you had to rotate all the way back here, which you could have just solved the pair here, inserted in the back. So yeah, what I would have done is, I would have first inserted this pair, the same you did, then rotate once, so that I can pair this F2L pair, and then insert it at the back, like that, which I can cancel out into that. So it's, again, you don't always have to do your star pieces first and then your pairs. So for instance there, I did the pair, I did the block, and then I did the star move. That's a great thing with Megaminx. You can work with blocks, with FTL pairs, star pieces. There's so many things you can work with. Then from here, you did this pair, which is a decent solution, like that. And from here on, this pair, I don't know why you did this, but this pair you could have just paired like this. But for some reason, you did this, and then you did this, guys. And you inserted it like that. So I don't know why you did that, but maybe you didn't see it, I'm not sure, but that wasn't the best way of doing it. But anyway, so this pair would have done exactly the same as you did, like that. The only difference I would have made is this pair, instead of doing that way you did by pairing up like that, I would have just done this, and then insert it. Then for the last pair, you did this, which is a decent way of solving it. And the way you did this pair, I would have done exactly the same, like that. So usually after yellow I do blue, but I'm gonna do purple because you did purple, just so that it's easier for you. So you inserted the purple star piece, like that. Now for this pair, you had a very efficient solution. I commend you for that, because this is a really good one. Because for this pair, you did this. The only thing that you didn't do that I showed you now is, instead of doing this, you did this. You rotate it and inserted it like that. And to be honest, this would have been very quick if you did it like that, instead of rotating and then inserting. But otherwise, it was a very good solution to that one pair. So the first part of your second part of the S2L was very efficient. I would have done it exactly the same, where you inserted this pair, and then to do this pair, you did this, which was very efficient. That's a really good solution for that part. Now your next pair is these two, and for some reason you did an odd solution. So you first took this piece in the top layer, and then this piece in the top layer, and then you paired it like that. The only difference I would have made, instead of what you did where you put this piece here and this piece here and keep them all in the same layer, you could have easily just paired them like this, like that, and then do this and insert it with your left hand. Now after purple, you do green, and you just did the normal way of inserting it like that. Then after that pair, you did this pair, which is a very easy solution, like that. So for your last pair, you struggled quite a bit, because this could have been easily paired up like that. But what you did was, you first did U2 prime, you pair them like this, and you saw something was wrong, then you did this, then you undid it again. So I don't know why you did that, but then after this you had a decent solution, you just paired it like that. But before that, I'm not sure what was going through your mind, because that could have been easily paired up, but you probably panicked a bit, but I'm not sure. So again, for your part 3 of the S2L, I would have done the first part the same, by inserting this piece and pairing it like that, but I would have done it differently. This part I would have done differently. So as you know, you struggled a bit here. I don't know why. We all struggle a bit with sometimes, and it might be stress, or you panicked, or you didn't see the pairs. I'm not sure, but this could have been done easily, which probably would have saved you 2 seconds, to be honest. So this pair, I would have done like that. So from all your solutions, by far the most efficient one was your second last side. It was very efficient. So first of all, you saw this red was already correctly from here. So what you did here was, you did a U prime like that. You paired these two up like that. You undid that. And then from here on, you paired these two like that. Paired them at the back. And then just did this, which was very efficient. So my solution for the second last side would have been basically the same. That's why I said it's really good. I couldn't really make it more efficient, so I would have done this, the same as you, like that. And then from here you paired these two pieces, but there's one small thing I would have changed. So insert that, but instead of just inserting it at the back, I would have sledged it in and then do it from the back side like that. So the sledge, for me, sometimes the sledge is faster because it doesn't require rotation, and as you can see there, I did it rotationless because I sledged it in and then paired it with my left hand. So, but otherwise your solution was very efficient for the second last side. So for the last layer, all I can really critique is your finger tricks, because we both use the same algorithms. All that was different from yourself and myself is your finger tricks. So for instance, for this case, do this finger tricks like that, and then from here on you got, so first of all you got an EO skip and an EP skip, and here you got a lot of regrip. So let me just show you the correct way of doing it. If you have this bar like here, then there's either going to be headlights here or here. If the headlights are here, you start with the grip like this, like that. So just try to do your algorithms to regrip this, go through them again and try to figure out better finger tricks. But other than that, your last layer was quite fast. Now let's summarize everything you should work on. Do 2 moves in one motion rather than UU to U2. Plan more in inspection since you made mistakes during your start and panic to fix it. Learn better finger tricks for your last layer. Forget 3x3 F2L and try to find better ways to pair pieces since you used a lot of 3x3 F2L algorithms. Practice your look ahead because there were 3 occasions where you rotated needlessly. While doing a pair, look or scout for different pieces which will help you to solve more fluently. During STL, try not to always first solve the start piece before you do a pair, but look for what you can solve first. Insert more pairs in the back. Learn to insert a pair from any angle. And finally, do more slow solves to improve your efficiency.